When can students be expelled for disciplinary violations in schools? Imagine a student who repeatedly disrupts classes, disrespects teachers, or engages in serious misconduct. You might wonder at what point such behavior warrants removal from the educational environment. The rules surrounding student expulsion are designed to balance maintaining a safe, respectful school setting while respecting students' rights. In most educational jurisdictions, students can face expulsion for severe or repeated violations of school policies. These violations often include acts such as bringing weapons to school, assaulting staff or students, selling or possessing illegal substances, or engaging in harassment or bullying that creates a hostile environment. The severity of the misconduct typically influences the decision to expel a student. Before expulsion occurs, schools usually follow a structured process. This process often begins with a formal investigation into the incident, followed by a disciplinary hearing where the student and their guardians can present their case. Schools are generally required to provide notice of the charges and an opportunity for the student to respond. This ensures fairness and transparency in disciplinary procedures. Legal frameworks often specify that expulsion should be a last resort after less severe disciplinary measures have been attempted. For example, schools may first implement detention, suspension, or counseling before considering expulsion. The goal is to correct behavior while minimizing disruption to the students' education. Certain violations may automatically lead to expulsion, especially if they involve violence or threats to safety. For instance, possession of a firearm or other dangerous weapon on school property is typically grounds for immediate removal. Similarly, acts of violence or serious threats may result in expulsion without prior suspension, depending on the jurisdiction's policies. It is also important to note that students with disabilities are protected under laws that requiring schools to consider their individual needs and provide appropriate supports before expulsion. Schools must evaluate whether the behavior is related to the student's disability and whether the behavior could be addressed through an individualized education program. In summary, students can be expelled for disciplinary violations that are severe, repeated, or pose a significant threat to safety. The process involves investigation, fair hearings, and consideration of less severe disciplinary options first. The goal remains to uphold a safe and conducive learning environment while respecting students' rights.